Wrestling has more than one royal family.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy C-Money, and I am back with another video today. We gotta talk about what happened last night on SmackDown. Guys, 3 years in the making. JEY Superkicks Roman Reigns, guys. It finally happened. JEY USO, Jimmy Uso, both out of the bloodline, guys. We're going to talk about what happened. So, SmackDown starts off with, Roman Reigns pulls up in the SUV and stuff with Solo, Paul Heyman. Kayla Braxton, the interviewer, is trying to interview him, and he goes, "Wise man, your girlfriend's here." That's what Roman Reigns said to Paul Heyman. That was funny. But, then, so Paul Heyman, he doesn't say anything. Then, the Brolin, because they had the tag team gauntlet match, the Brawling Brutes just they eliminated the Street Profits, eliminated LWO, eliminated Hit Row, and eliminated the OC. And then Pretty Deadly came in. Pretty Deadly came in the end and beat the Brawling Brutes. So, I was kind of sad, though, because the Street Profits were the first team out. Like, what the heck? So I don't know what that means for them. But the Brawling Brutes just dominate. But then Pretty Deadly steal the win in the end. And, they're bragging and stuff. They're bragging. Then Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn come out. And Sami's like, you won, but you're still in the ring. You've been in the ring for like 5 minutes now. So just get the hell out of here. Oh, my God. They're bragging. Then he's like, Sami says to Kevin, because, Kevin, I know you've been blowing up lately. And Owens is like, well, yeah, you always tell me to stay calm, so I'm trying to stay calm. But, and then he gets heated up. He's like, you want to fight? You want to fight? He gets all heated, and Sami's like, yeah, let's do it. And then they run to the ring. Pretty Deadly skedaddle away. And then in 2 weeks on SmackDown, we're going to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn defend against Pretty Deadly. Defend the Undisputed Tag Team Championships against Pretty Deadly. And then we're also going to see Charlotte take on Asuka for the WWE Women's Championship. And we saw, because Grayson Waller had Charlotte on the Grayson Waller effect. And, Bianca Belair comes out because she said how, Charlotte just walks in here and calls her shot and gets a match after I waited to get my rematch and I still haven't gotten it yet. And Charlotte said how she also lost to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania and she never got her rematch from that. And she was saying, how she's a 14-time women's champion. But Bianca Belair said, I'm the longest reigning women's champion in this modern era. So, and it didn't take me 14 times to do it. So, boom. Shots fired by each other. And so, yeah, 2 weeks, Asuka's going to defend the women's championship against Charlotte. And then Bianca Belair will just get the winner eventually. Yeah. And then, let's see, then Roman Reigns wants Paul Heyman to go talk to JEY USO. So Paul Heyman goes talk to JEY USO, and he said, I'm sorry that, about how I was right about Jimmy. You're like, well, what Jimmy did? But he's like, you are the next tribal chief, and, the problem is your brother. And Jay said to Paul Heyman, he's like, I'm sorry, too, because if I'm in the bloodline, you out the bloodline. So Jay really does not want Paul Heyman in the bloodline anymore. Like what? And then guys, it is so. And then we'll talk about what happens at the end. But so then it goes on. Logan Paul is returning to Monday Night Raw this Monday. You know, probably build up for SummerSlam. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. And then Selena Vega defeated Io Skye, but Bayley was distracting the ref. Bayley was distracting the ref, but then Io Skye had a roll up on a Zelina Vega, and Bayley was still distracting the ref, and Bayley was like, "No, pay attention," and then it gave Zelina enough time to kick out. So, and then she hit the 619 and beat Io Skye. And Io Skye was not happy that Bayley costed her the match. Then, Shotzi confronted, because, Bayley and Io were kind of arguing, because that Io Skye is going to turn on Bayley anytime now. But, so Shotzi challenged Bayley to a match, and if Shotzi can win, she'll take Bayley's spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match. And Io Skye accepted that challenge for Bayley, so again, more tension between them, and that's going to happen next week. Also, what's going to happen next week is the women's tag team title unification match between Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, and then I think one more thing I forget. Cameron Grimes and Baron Corbin is also going to happen because Baron Corbin once again attacked Cameron Grimes backstage. So yeah, we're going to see that match next week. And then Karrion Kross and Scarlett defeat AJ Styles and Michin in a mixed tag team match. Because last week how Scarlett spit like that red like dust in AJ's face, so then it set up the mixed tag team match, and Karrion Kross and Scarlett pick up the victory. Then LA Knight comes out. He faces Santos Escobar because Rey Mysterio came out and he introduced Santos Escobar, and he said how Rey Mysterio's proudest accomplishment was reuniting the LWO, or bringing back the LWO. And then he introduced Santos Escobar, and Santos Escobar was saying how he thanked Rey Mysterio for everything he's done for him and stuff, and how Santos Escobar is going to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. But then LA Knight comes out, just shoves Rey Mysterio, and then they have a match. Santos Escobar picks up the victory, but then LA Knight starts beating up Santos after he wins. LA Knight beats up Santos, then Rey comes out, and Rey Mysterio comes out, and LA Knight runs off. So, but yeah, LA Knight, I think really most people's pick to win the Money in the Bank ladder match. And yeah, so we'll really see what happens. I'm really excited. And then for the women, there's still one more spot. So I'm guessing we're going to find that out Monday then. Because yeah, you got Zelina Vega, Io Skye, Bayley. Zelina Vega, Io Skye, Bayley, Becky Lynch, and Zoe Stark. There's still one more spot for the women. And then for the men, here. Yeah, and then for the men, it's LA Knight, Damian Priest, Santos Escobar, Shinsuke Nakamura, Ricochet, and Butch. So, then as Jey USO is making his way to the ring, and he said how he confronted Sami Zayn, he ran into Sami Zayn, and Sami Zayn just got up, looked at him, and walked away. So he didn't even say anything to him. He just gave him the look and stuff. So, Roman Reigns comes out, and he's still carrying it, because what happens is Roman has the gold belt, while Paul Heyman is still carrying the WWE and Universal Championship belts around with him. Paul Heyman's still carrying the two belts, and then Roman just carries the one gold belt. So I guess they're just going to walk around with three belts then. Okay. And then let's see. And then, yeah, so Jey Uso comes out, and Roman's like, the people want to know, are you in or are you out? And Jey says that it's either me or him. He looks at Paul Heyman, me or him. Either me or the wise man. And Roman Reigns says, when you're the tribal chief, you can pick your own wise man. Because he's not your wise man. He's not the bloodline's wise man. He's my wise man. And so, and Paul Heyman's like, just so happy. So he was saying that, and then how he said, because he's grooming Jey Uso to be the next tribal chief, but he's like, you're not ready just yet. And he's like, the problem is your brother Jimmy. And I know it's hard because you're a twin and stuff, but he's the problem. Then Jimmy comes out, and he's like, no, the problem's not with your brother, the problem's with your cousin. And again, so they're talking. Then Roman said that, he said to Paul Heyman, when we named Jey Uso the right-hand man, who was upset about that? Jimmy. Jimmy was upset when Roman said that Jey was the right-hand man. And, then Jey got all upset because he's like, is that true? And Jimmy goes, it's true. And then, Jey, he's getting all upset. He's like Mr. Prom King, Mr. Most Likely to Succeed. You were the older brother and stuff. And he's like, main event, Jey Uso. I'm the right-hand man, and it's all because of him. He looks at Roman. It's all because of him. And then he says to Jimmy, you're out. And I'm out too. And then he super kicked Roman. Oh my gosh, guys, the chills. Because this is 3 years in the making that Jey finally super kicked Roman. But again, because he says to Jimmy, he goes, you're out. But then he says, and I'm out too. And then he super kicks Roman, and then they both super kick Solo, and Roman gets up, he's all mad, and then the Usos double super kick him. Oh god. Woo! The chills, man. Jey Uso finally super kicks Roman. I mean, the chills. Like, oh my, he's like, you're out, and I'm out too. And, oh my god, crazy. But yeah, guys, so that's it. I just can't believe it. It was crazy, man, crazy. So that's it, guys. Money in the Bank just around the corner. I can't wait. But stay tuned because we got Raw reactions next week. But I thank you guys for watching. Leave a comment, like, subscribe for more. C Money's out.